Hi eBay, this is Angie with another quick estate sale haul. This is I'm going to call this one the estate sale that just won't go away. It's one I went to a couple weeks ago and went twice, the first day and the fourth day, and it was the house that was just really stuffed. I bought the, if you watch my videos, I bought the pheasant birds, the duck birds, and the Last Supper picture there. But they still have not been able to get to the basement or the garage in this house. There's just so much stuff in it. And I saw the lady that was running the sale at another estate sale, and she said, yeah, come back Saturday. We're going to have one last 75% off blowout to try to clear out more stuff to make room for the next one, which she's calling phase 2, which will be the garage in the basement, which she said is full of Christmas. So I went back and got some really good deals. The only thing, most everything I got was there before. I just chose not to get it before because I had gotten other stuff and I didn't want to overdo. The only thing new, and the main reason I went, was this Christmas tree, the ceramic. I have found yet another vintage ceramic Christmas tree, and I actually got there. I thought it started at 9. And I got there about 10 minutes till 10, and I thought, well, the Christmas tree will be gone, but I'll see if there's anything else I want. But I got there, it actually started at 10, so I was actually early, and I was about the 12th person in line. And I was texting my husband saying, tell me what the room looks like that Christmas tree is in, because I might be able to get it. And he was kind of texting me, and anyway, I went till, it was like the 4th room I went to when I actually got into the house, and I just knew it was going to be gone. But it was actually still sitting there, and there had been quite a few people in the room. But this is a really nice one. I have one that has this same base. It's just, my base is red, so I've seen this one before. It's an Atlantic mold, but it's a really pretty tree. There's no imperfections on it at all that I have seen so far, and it's flocked, and it's really pretty. It also came with all the bulbs that are in the brown bag, and then it came with 2 bags of unopened lights, which are really nice. I don't really need them, so I can probably sell those pretty easy because I have plenty. I don't need them. And then 2 half bags. So it was marked $15, so it was 75% off. So I think I paid like $3.25 or $3.50 for it, which is an absolute steal. And I mean, you see these in just about every third video that I make. My husband thinks I'm buying these to resell, but he doesn't know that I'm really buying these for me. I love them, and I just can't not buy one when it's $3. I mean, $3, you can't even buy the base or the light fixture for $3.50 when you're making one. So that was an absolute steal. It's marked on the bottom some initials in 1973, so it was made in 1973. But anyway, I absolutely love that. So I picked that up and I stuck it on the hold table, and then I was looking at some other stuff, and I said, no, let me go ahead and pay for that and get it out to my car because I don't want anybody else to get it or grab it or break it. And then I came back in and got a few other things that I had actually looked at too before. I just did not buy. One was this little shell plate bowl, I guess, whatever, made in Japan, but it looks like forget-me-nots to me. I'm not sure if that's what they are, but it was real pretty. I had seen this the other times I'd been there, so I paid a quarter, 25 cents, because it was 75% off $1. And this too is another vintage ceramic piece. It's not marked by whoever made it, but you can see the stilt marks. Those are the marks where they sit it in the kiln on top of stilts so it will fire. Usually there's somebody's initials and the year that they did it on the back. But it's really pretty. It just has one tiny little chips, or just 1 or 2 tiny little chips on the edge somewhere, but I could actually fix that. And it was $2, so I guess I paid half price would have been $1, so maybe like 50 cents or something for that. But it's really pretty. That's for me to keep too. And then I got these 2 parrots. I had seen them the first day and picked them up, and I didn't get them because I was actually kind of mad that someone got some other birds before me. But these are real pretty. I don't know if they're showing up well on the camera. They're pastel They look like 1950s. I'm assuming they're 1950s the way they look, but they're in really good shape. This one just has a little tiny rough spot here, and this is actually smooth, so it's almost like it didn't have pink glaze to start with, but I'm not sure. They're not marked, but they were just too cute. They were actually, I want to say, priced $3 a piece. The first time I went to the sale, so I would assume they would have been 75% off of $3. But when I got there this time, they didn't have a sticker on them. I don't know if somebody took it off or what. But when she rung me up, I think she just charged me $1 a piece, which would have been $1/4 a piece after 75% off. Because this lady's kind of gotten to know me now, I guess, and she, you know, I see her, I go to almost all of her estate sales, and she was just getting rid of stuff, and I think she just added those up as 50 cents. And then I got this little tree. It was marked $1, so it would have been $1/4. Yeah, I don't know I guess it's like a pipe cleaner kind of tree, but all these tiny little ornaments were so cute, and it's missing a star, but I can do something there to cover that up. But so it was $1/4, I guess, and it's just so cute. That's just another little thing that I'm going to keep for myself. But I love snowmen, and there's a lot of little snowmen on there, different sizes, different shapes. For $1/4, that was just the cutest little tree. And then, so what I did was, I took the tree to the car, came back and got all this, and then took all of this to the car. And I wrote everything down, because she only charged me $7.50 for all this. So I'm really not, and I think that's cheaper than what it should have been. Even at 75% off, I still think that was cheaper. So I wrote everything down. I started writing everything down, and I just divided by 5, because there was 5. I counted this as one item. So turns out I paid $1.50 for each thing. But then I forgot when I got home, and after I'd made my list and was kind of organizing stuff, because I do try to sell something out of from my day to pay for my day. But sometimes it's hard with me when it's Christmas. It's hard for me to sell it. But I have listed the parrots. If I don't sell those, that's okay, but I'm going to try. But then I got home and realized I had also got this, and I left it off my sheet. So technically I paid less than $1.50. I'd have to divide by 6. Anyway, long story short. I had also looked at this the other 2 times I was there. I just didn't want to pay $4 for it. So technically I paid $1. And I just noticed when I got home yesterday that he's a little skier mouse, which is so cute. He's a little ice skater, and I guess he's riding a little rocky horse. But you couldn't see with he came loose in transit, but I can glue it back. It's just one of those little mirrors that he's glued to. And this is actually a music box that it's sitting on. There's a thing underneath that you turn. And I just like the tree, but I looked at it both days I was there previous, and I just kept saying, no, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it, because that's just another thing for me that I didn't really need. But when it was $1, I decided to get him because it was just too cute. I'm not a big mice fan, and maybe that's why. And I'm not sure why they have little holes on the top of their head. Maybe they were an ornament before. It says made in Hong Kong, and they kind of feel like plastic. But anyway, I don't know if somebody made this, put this together, because this is, you know, kind of the homemade stuff. But anyway, it was just too cute to pass up for $1. So that was all that trip. And then after I took all that to the car, which I consider that all one trip, I actually went back and I bought $7.25 of some more stuff. 2 of the things are outside. One is a huge, really nice planter for in front of my garage. It was marked $15, and I've been looking for one just like it in my head for like 2 years. Like, it's the right color, it's the right shape, size, and it's going to be really pretty in between my garage doors. It was $15, so it turned out to be like $3.50 as well, the same as like the big tree. But it was a steal. It's probably about a $25 planter if I was to go buy one. And then I also got this hanging plant and planter that's homemade ceramic that I'll show you at the end of the video. That was $5, and I paid $1.25 for it. But the rest of the stuff, I got 5 of these little Noel Christmas lights, and I'm not sure. Three of them look really good, and I think 2 of them have a good bit of paint loss, but to me that's just character. I mean, they're still cute, and so they were $1, so they would have been $1/4 a piece, so $1.25 for 5. But I'm not sure how this works. It looks like they maybe fit down onto something and were a part of something else. But I think I can take this off, turn it around, and put a light in there, or make a stand or something. But they were Empire. They're not that old. They were 1995. But I thought those were really cute for $1/4 a piece. And I'm going to have to do something with them. And then I got another one of the handmade pot holders to add to my collection. I'm trying to build up another collection to list. That'd be cute for Halloween, or that's very 70s. And then some other ones I got were Christmas. Which I will probably sell these. They were 50 cents a piece, so a dime, or I guess, I don't know, a dime, whatever. But there's that one. There's 2 like that, and they're also double thickness. Well, that one's red and green. That one's green and green. I brought home her sticker. Didn't mean to. And that's a pretty big one. And then this one was pretty. It's a square with some pretty little colors in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought there was one more. Nope, that's all. And then the last thing I got, and all this, when I divided it up and made my list, it came to 91 cents per item. And I count like the Empire lights as one item, because if I list those, I will list probably 4, or maybe keep 1 or something, but I count it as one thing. But she had some old Hobby Lobby Christmas decorations. These were in the quarter box, so they were 75% off of $1/4. So I can't even tell you what I paid for that. But I have a dollhouse that I'm kind of refixing, that I've had forever, and I wanted these for it, because I have a couple, but it has a lot of windows on the front, so that's for Christmas, for that. And these I just got because they were so cheap. I'll do something with them. This was really cute. I don't think it said Hobby. No, it was Hobby Lobby, but I don't know. It's old Hobby Lobby. But it is a tiny, tiny little nativity scene. And I looked to make sure nothing had fallen out, but it's unopened, so it's got the whole little scene. I will craft that some way and make that into something. But that was just so cute for $1/4, or 75% off $1/4. Then I got this card. I didn't realize till I got home it is a pop-up card. But I won't give it to anyone. I'll just decorate with it or something. But it's Santa coming out of the chimney, which is really cute. So that was also just nothing. This is Santa on a train, and then it's also the same kind of little pop-up card. I used to love these. I have some of these put away from years ago, but I don't know where they are. But anyway, that was just really cute. And I got this one just because it was cute and it was so cheap. And it's an unused card, but I'll probably do something with the front. And this one I got just because it was Christmas. I didn't really even look at it till I got home, but then I realized it is also a pop-up card. It's Santa playing a blue piano. And it's written on, but that's pretty with the gold and everything. But I can just get a sticker of some kind and go over that. Or it doesn't matter, leave it. That was really cute for, I can't even figure out what I paid for that, but, well, to me, I paid 91 cents when I divided everything by $7.25. But yeah, that was it for that. I have a church craft donation sale that I went to later that day, which I will do a haul on it. It's just a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of little stuff. And you just donated what you thought it was worth. It was awesome. I wanted to get so much more, but I just didn't feel like, I didn't want to be like, taking everything. So that's that. I'm going to stop the video and then I'll show you the hanging planter that I bought for $1.25 that finishes out this haul. No, I forgot first. I did have one more bag that went with all this. There was just this bag, and I wasn't even sure what was in it. It just looked Christmassy. It was $1, so I paid a quarter, or I thought I was paying a quarter. And it turned out it is a bunch of, I remember my mom having some of these when I was little, the little wreath candle. You put a candle in the middle and it sits on the table. But I love blue, and that's so pretty, the blue glitter. These are very dusty. They need to be cleaned up. And here's a tiny, like, holly one for a smaller candle. And I haven't decided. This was just a cool little silver leaf that was in the bag. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these or try to sell them or what. I don't know if anybody would want them, but I think they're kind of cool. This one's a pretty one. It's actually pink. But it's pretty to me. It still looks Christmassy, but it's actually pink, and it holds the bigger candle. But that would be so pretty, I think, cleaned up with a pretty candle in it. That's so vintage. And there's another. Oh, that leaf went on the back of one of these. These are almost like corsages. They're pinned, and it looks like it's a Christmas corsage, but it was just so cute. The bells, the old plants, and I never used to really like this kind of stuff, but now I seem to be attracted to it, or seem to be buying it. So it turned out for a quarter. This was a cool little, I think the other leaf that I just threw somewhere, it probably goes back here. I'm sure it does, and I'll fix that back. But there's another one with some little bells. It's another corsage-like type. But how cool is that people actually used to make those and wear them? I think that's just so neat. But those would be cute somewhere, just together. And that was pretty much it, besides two cute little white lights. Just little vintage lights. But that's it. Let me now show you the hanging plant. Okay, this was the last item, and I hope you can see it. My lighting looks terrible. But I hung it here because I had to wash it off. It was so dusty that the green leaves, this is a fake plant, but it's a pretty cool kind of very 70s fake plant. But it was gray. It was so dusty. But it's the old macrame that someone made with the ceramic beads. And I've had a couple of these. I think I still have one that I need to sell that has butterflies. But these were so pretty. These are prettier. They're like 3D, and they're very sheer. But these are all made out of ceramic, along with the beads up top. But that was so pretty, and it was kind of hidden in this sunroom there, and you can see it's probably still a little bit dusty. It was hard to get all that dust off. I need to spray it again. But what I noticed after I decided I wanted it was the bottom. The pot is actually also handmade ceramic. All this green is stuck in styrofoam, so it looks really heavy, but the pot's heavy, but it's actually kind of light. And you see I sprayed it off outside, but it still needs some cleaning, but that's going to take a while. But I found that pot is just so cool. It matches the butterflies and the beads. I think I'm going to take the fake plant out and put a real plant in it and hang it in my sunroom, because I have a perfect spot for it. But it's just I'm not a fan at all of fake plants, but to me that is really pretty. But it hides the bowl, the pot. It's kind of cockeyed because I had to rinse it off. But that was so cool. That was so different. And I did find, it did have whoever made its name on the bottom somewhere. Yeah, somebody in February 7th, 1978. So that's pretty old, but I just love the glaze. It's definitely 70s. Definitely 70s, but that was just too cool to pass up for. I couldn't find a price. I got the girl she finally found it, and it said $5. So it was $1.25. And I think she even might have kind of wanted it, because she was like, man, that's a steal for $1.25. I said, yeah, and it's going home with me. But I just had to show that because I love those butterflies. Or they're hard to find now. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up or subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.